Sunday, guys, as you can probably tell by my attire. I am heading off to a show today. Got my show jacket here. How are you guys all doing? So I'm really sorry I didn't post last week. My previous vlog that I posted, my previous vlog that I posted 2 weeks ago, I said that the next time you guys are going to see me would be at my show at Felbridge last weekend. Unfortunately, it just so happened that we had one of the worst storms, I think, has happened in at least the last 6 months. We had the full shebang, torrential rain, full on thunder and lightning, and it was just such dangerous weather. Not to mention just driving, but also riding in. So unfortunately, there was no way I was going to make it to that show. Anyway, struggling to get my words out this morning. So the clocks went back last night. Had a mild freak out when I looked at my clock in my kitchen. It says 10 to 10, and obviously on my phone it says 10 to 9. So it is actually 10 to 9, which is why I'm so chilled. So basically we're heading off to a show today. It is outdoors and I'm a bit gutted because it's I don't know if you can see that, it's raining outside and it's an outdoor show. We are actually going to a venue that Vossi and I have only been to once, and it was only for a course hire, and it was when I first bought Vossi. It was the first time I ever jumped in at Oakingham Stud. The venue is beautiful. I'm going to take Vossi there today, jumping the 70 and the 80. But before obviously we do that, I've got to go up the yard and do all of my jobs. Don't know if you guys saw my TikTok this week at all, or my Instagram stories. We've changed over from shavings to straw because the cost of shavings now are just absolutely ridiculous. Vossi is so messy and wet. I'm gonna head up the yard, do all my jobs this morning, muck out, get Vossi sorted. I clipped him yesterday. He was a beast. It was like, honestly, it was like clipping a polar bear. I clipped him like 2 weeks ago, guys. I don't know about you, but your horse is like just turning into woolly mammoths beyond belief this time of year. Like it is, isn't it? They're transitioning from their summer coat to their winter coat, and if they already haven't done so, Vossi certainly has had a growth spurt these last 2 weeks. His coat was just so thick. I was really surprised how much coat came off yesterday. So he's freshly clipped for the show. I've just got to do my jobs, hitch up, pack the car up, and then we can head off to the show. So come along with me, guys, and I hope you enjoy. Right, so just got to the yard, as you can see, hitched up. I've also packed the car up with all my bits. So as you can see, got my bridle, got my show jacket, saddle, girth, half pad, saddle pad. Over there I've got my hat, gloves, whip and Vossi's ears. Had to go on a little rampage to find my spurs because I misplaced them, but I found them, so I'm going to pop them in the car as well. And I think that is it. I think that's all the trailer and car packed up, which means Vossi's out actually grazing at the moment. Always like to give him a bit of turnout before a show, keep him in a good mood. So I'll probably bring him in a minute. So I totally forgot. The clock's going back means that we're going to be coming back in the dark tonight. So I've also had to make sure that all my jobs are done here. So Vossi's stable's mucked out, which Mum kindly did this morning for me. I just finished it off a little bit because it was a little bit messy. The mats weren't swept nicely for it to dry properly. I'm just filling up Vossi's water now. And the final thing he needs to do is to make his nets for this evening. Got a family dinner tonight because my Spanish relatives are coming over from Spain, so I'm going to be really short for time. I'm going to have no light and no time. So the plan is get Vossi back from the show, put the hay nets in soak, finish him off, put him in the stable for the night, and give him his dinner, and that should be it. So I'm just trying to prepare as much as possible. So I've made his feeds, just got to make his nets for tonight, finishing off filling up his water in the bucket. Then we can bring him in from the field, get him ready for the show, and then shoot off. All this talk about shavings bags being lighter. Has anyone else noticed that their hay bales are lighter as well? Because I'm telling you now, each section of hay in this hay bale is so light, it is flaking off by picking it up. You know, before when you used to pick up a hay section, it was a sturdy, thick section and it was weighty. This, honestly, feels half the weight, and it feels like the hay is just going to flake away from my hands and not even hold. It's just mad. Everything is mad at the moment. So for any of you wondering how much these two hay nets weigh, I've popped them up on the scales, and the scales read that they are 10 kilograms between them both. So Vossi gets 10 kilograms of hay a night. Just coming to get Vossi. Hello. Hello, darling. Are you a boy? Oh dear. Someone is absolutely caked in poo, and I haven't even seen under your rug yet. Oh dear. So all of a sudden, I don't seem to like straw as much as I did before bringing Vossi in when we were about to go to a show, and he looks like this. I have no choice, literally no choice, but to get the hose on him and hose off these areas with shampoo. You absolute poo head. Look at him. Well, that was a very stressful 20 minutes. I did not expect Vossi to be that caked in poo. Wish Mum would have said something when she changed his rugs and turned him out this morning. Would have been less stressful. Basically, I had to give him a full-on bath. He was caked in it everywhere. So basically, I've given him a shampoo, dried him off with a towel, and popped on a fleece. So now we can load him up and go. Well, we've just arrived and it's raining, yay! And also they're running behind schedule. So it's currently 1 o'clock and they are not even halfway through the 60 yet. So we've got a bit of a wait, especially because there's quite a few in the 72. So as you can see, I've already got out the car and gone to have a little look around the show, watch a few go around the course because the course is staying the same all day. But I want to go last in the 70 and like early on in the 80. So we've got a bit of a wait. I reckon we've got another bit of an hour, just over an hour more longer to wait. Didn't expect it to be so busy. It's absolutely packed for a show that I've never heard of. I literally found out about it yesterday through a friend. So, oh Voss, we got a bit of a wait, haven't we, darling? We got a bit of a wait, haven't we? Hey, you good boy. So much going on, all these sounds and ponies. Right guys, a quick look at the course. A nice course actually. No sort of tight turns. I'd say it's more of a gallopy kind of course, which means I'm gonna have to really open that canter up with Vossi. So anything to talk about? Well, I guess 8 to 9. We've got a dog leg here over this yellow to a 1 stride over the green cactus fence over there. We're finishing on the teacups, which are over there, which is a oxa. Apart from that, we've got some black planks there, which are hidden behind a green fence there, which is number 7. And when that sun shines down from over there, it creates a shadow. So there's a black shadow in front of black fillers. So I'm going to really try and ride that correctly as possible. But all in all, I think it's quite a nice course. Probably going to go get on Vossi now and start warming him up. Well, I wish I could be happy and radiant right now, but we have been waiting 2 hours to jump my first class. Vossi's all tacked up. Finally, I'm now going to go and warm him up and jump around the 70 centimetres, but unfortunately it was just such a long way. And it looks like we're probably going to be jumping in the dark at this rate because there are so many people in the 70. So I'm going to pop on now and give him a nice warm up.
Great.
Oh, that was a nice round, wasn't it?
That was great.
That was a very lovely clear round in a time of 44.82.
Just finished that round. Oh my god, pure carnage. My reins were slipping through my hands. I probably shouldn't have sprayed mane and tail all over his body last night, which has made him really, really silky. So my reins obviously slipped, so I had really long reins, struggled to keep him sort of together. Main thing is we've got a double clear. I mean, this always happens. A new venue first round's always like a warm-up, and then hopefully in our next round I'll be able to focus a bit more on riding a bit more correctly and better, so fingers crossed. Also, how brilliant is this? Mum forgot to press record, so she missed my first two fences. I mean, I had a lovely lady come out after. She's like, I think your mum missed the first two fences. Do you want me to record the next class? Yes, please. I need someone that knows how to record properly. On. Well, just finished the 70, popped back inside the car because there is a while till I jump in the 80. Guess who got a third? Isn't it funny? When I feel like I ride like rubbish, we get placed. And when I try to ride well, we usually don't get placed. So now going to pop out, see how long I've got left to the 80, jump back on Vossi and re-warm him up again before giving him a jump. At least this time round I can try and work on focusing on being a little bit more control and riding a lot more correct. We have Charlotte Gomez on Cardi Z.
Oh.
It's that first fence that's causing me problems, isn't
Yeah,
it?
because people have got like, I think it's a bit down on the angle, but what we've done is, I think it's because it's an angle enough.
Yeah.
It's like an opposite out.
Yeah.
And it's not
As
just.
Donna said, nice and steady canter, but let Bobby do what he has to do. Have your leg off.
Jessie, Charlotte, stand still.
Nice turn, Bobby. This one, where you leg on, and let him go.
That was a big jump, wasn't it? Big jump, yeah.
Well, just come out of the 80. 2 down, we had number 1 down and we had the planks down. I know why we had number 1 down, because the sun was shining right into it and I stupidly did not show him the sun before I jumped round, because I thought, well, he saw the sun in the first round, he'll be fine. I should have had him walking in, facing the sun before jumping fence 1, but a lot of people are having fence 1 down. Planks, I think it's a bit sloppy with these front legs, but all in all, that round was so much more collected and I feel super chuffed with it, so I'm really happy with it. He made some of those fences feel huge, but just so glad we got round, and just a shame about the 2 fences, but I'm just really happy. So now I'm just gonna walk him off and yeah, we can make our 2-hour journey home. Well, just untacked Vossi and finished the 80. We had 2 down. Yes, I'm gutted about having 2 fences down, but I rode a lot more correct, so I'm a lot happier with that. Just a shame about the 2 fences, but as I said in my video earlier on, the sun was facing right into fence 1, which is such a shame, and then the planks were just Vossi being a bit sloppy with his legs. But all in all, I think I rode it a lot better, so I'm really happy with that. I'm rushing because it's 4:30 and we've got an hour-and-a-half journey to get back home, and we've got dinner at 7, so we've got a lot to do tonight, so I'm going to leave the vlog there, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already done so, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give my Instagram and TikTok pages a follow, which are also Riding with Charlotte. and I'll see you next time. Bye.